Hey everyone, it's me, James, and tonight I'm going to do just a quick shave, and it's not going to really talk a whole lot. I'm going to try to focus on the shave. It's going to be a straight shave. I'll be using my Filarmonica, and this is the 14. Original scales. As you can see, the most of the print on the blade itself is, I mean, you can just barely tell that was a stamping there of some type. The nice thing is you can still read Filarmonica on the tang, and so that's the good part. The best part of it is the blade itself. Just holds a great edge, shaves well, even for a bigger blade. You'd think sometimes, hey, that blade is huge. Just something about this particular one, even though it's thick and has nice weight to it, it just shaves so well that you kind of forget how big it is. And I think just having the very, very tiny stabilizer here, to where I would almost call it shoulderless, just makes it a joy to use. Alright, and the soap, I'll be using RazoRock the Stallion. I got this in several days back. Just hadn't made a video to talk about it. A lot of people were already excited and kind of doing their take on it. And yeah, let all those closest to the Stallion have their joy. So anyway, now that I've had it, I haven't even used it yet, just been sitting smelling it. Used the aftershave. The aftershave is wonderful. Soap smells great too. And that brings me to the aftershave. So yeah, oh, it just smells great. I guess they call it a oud, which is the scent profile type for both the soap and now one thing I will say is just kind of going through comments through a couple different folks. Some folks, sniffers, really want a heavy scent because they feel that this one's more on the mild side. I call it a medium scent strength myself. It's very pronounced in what it is. That oud scent is if you smell this, you'll recognize scents that come into that profile probably pretty well for the rest of your life, because you'll be like, oh, I know what that smells like now. And so one thing I will note, it's been blooming here, is that yeah, I can see where TSE comes on saying he got the soap base kind of smell at first, or that's the thing that he picked up. I know for me, I picked that up on it, but the scent was obviously there, and it was kind of the same. Am I giving my thoughts on the Crampert's Finest Bay Rum soap, shaving soap? Same thing, where you pick up the soap base, but it's evident that it's Crampert's Finest, that the scent is for that soap. And the same thing on this. If I just had the aftershave, thankfully, to compare the scents to, and so smelling the aftershave coming to the soap, you definitely know that the scent is there. And again, to me, it's a medium scent strength. All right, and for the brush, what else to use but a horsehair brush for the Stallion soap? So this is the particular Vie-Long that is made exclusively for Bull Goose, but it is not necessarily a Bull Goose branded brush. It's just more in the specs put together. When he ordered them, Phil said, hey, I want some brushes like this. So Don't know how that is any different from what you can get from the site from Spain or Spain. Am I in the right place? Spain, Portugal, wherever the site is for Vie-Long. I'm sorry, I forgot. Spain. Huh, whew. Had to look there real quick. Made in Spain. So had that soaking, and that's the brush I'll be using. Trying to see what was in there before. All right. And shaverage. Taproom number 21. This is the IPA, the India Pale Ale. Wonderful. Just a nice bodied IPA. Tastes great. Hoppy goodness. Pardon me. All right. So I'll be setting my brush in my Lady C Creations bug. Pour most of the bloom water off into the bug. Load the brush. It's a very soft soap. As a matter of fact, if I show it to you, those guys that have it already would say I used it, but I didn't. I just mashed it down so it had more of a level feel. And it's very soft, pliable, putty type. So I don't think it's going to be any hassle to load. There we go. Pulling some of this bloom water. Tips are getting loaded up. A little bit more water. Alright. Proto lather's nice and creamy in there. Set that down real quick. Just grabbing a washcloth to wipe my blade on as well. Alright. So, be right back. I'm going to wet my face real quick. Alright, I'm back. There we go. So I read up a little bit about what that means for this scent, and it's some type of resin that comes from trees, particular tree. It's kind of like the sap, or it can be something that sounded like it was maybe more of something that happens in the wood itself. And so they'll take the wood and grind that down too. And that's what gives it the sweet, oh, notifications, the sweet aroma that it kind of carries. Unique. As you can see, just going on real nice. I mean, lather's really nice, like the rest of the RazoRock soaps that I've experienced. Creamy goodness there. Smells great. Alright, so pour that soap out, or bloom water rather. Set the brush down. Wipe my hands real quick. Open the blade. Warm it up. There we go. I was eating some corn chips earlier. If you guys haven't seen that video yet that Joey posted about the New York meetup, go check it out. Looks great. Guys look like they had a blast. That's my wife and daughter talking through the bathroom walls. I think my daughter's going poo. David, do girls only go poo in their sleep too? Alright. Alright, so I'll go with that for pass one. And just to let you know, my face doesn't feel dried out or anything. But after I shower, I tend to get dry anyway, and I didn't want to put on any lotions or anything like that that might potentially maybe interfere with the way the lather would go on. So, I'll be right back. Thanks. Alright, I'm back. Here we go. Just a hard spot. No other bones about. It's one of the harder places I have to maneuver the blade. Alright. Alright, that's very nice for me. I'm not going to go too much more. Still getting used to how I want to move the blade around my face, so I think I'm consigned to where I'll just do the things that I know mobility wise I'm able to get through, which is coming this way, coming this way, and of course mostly going down. And as I go through, I'll learn how to get some of these other areas, what stretching I'll need to learn a little bit more. So, I'm going to go ahead and rinse off real quick, and I'll be right back. Thanks. Alright, I'm back. So, rinsed off. Here's the brush. Expected to hold up pretty well since I only did mostly a 2-pass. But here it is. And I know I loaded plenty for a 3. So here we go, squeezing it out. Horse does well holding water, so I got water dripping down the side here. And there we go. Mostly cleaned out. And there it is right there. Nice, sheeny, slick. Very good cushion. Peaky. Just smells great. Joe, you got to keep this in there, bro. This has got to be a main staple all the time. It's awesome that you did a tribute to the Stallion, but this soap could stand on its own, man. Awesome. Plenty of body. That nice melted marshmallow consistency. Just really nice. Yeah. A winner. Scent, performance, a winner. Alright. Again. It's RazoRock the Stallion. In that mystical Middle Eastern oud scent. A horsehair brush, which I've never ever seen the Stallion use. That's almost like a sin, isn't it? And of course, the Filarmonica Spanish made 14. Alright everyone, we're about to get into a new work week, and just pray that you guys out there have a good one, that everything works out well for you, your families, your loved ones, and that I get to put out something else here within the next week or so. So thanks again for watching all. Bye.